Hi friends, I'm Ellen Gormley. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're talking about you can either call it the seed stitch or the moss stitch, and I'm going to make this into a super quick scarf. So this is going to be one of my mindless projects. This is Lion Brand Yarns Wool Ease Thick and Quick, and I do not have an affiliate link for this, but if you check down in the description box below for yarn crafts, it might be sold there. I'm not sure, but you know, it's a nice yarn. It's a very nice yarn, and it's super bulky. So I'm using a size M hook. It's a size 3 9mm hook. Okay, so you chain an even number of stitches, and in the past I've had difficulty with this stitch because how do you end on the sides? But I figured it out and I want to share this trick with you. So this is going to be my mindless scarf project. I hope you can join along. So I have chained an even number of stitches here. Then in the second chain from the hook, I've placed a single crochet, chain one, a skipping one, single crochet, chain one, skipping one, single crochet. Okay, so that's the pattern. Then as we get across to the subsequent rows, and then I'll go back and show you the beginning again so that you can see from the very beginning chain. But if you already know how to do chains and stuff, you can skip ahead to this part. So we are chaining one at the end of each row, and then we're turning. And when we chain one, we're actually skipping this first stitch here. And in the chain one space, we will place a single crochet. So this is kind of odd in that this chain one turning stitch is going to be used. We're skipping the next single crochet, and in the next chain space, we're placing a single crochet. So it's odd that we are skipping stitches on purpose at the beginning and ending of the rows without losing stitches, without gaining or subtracting stitches, so that we still end up with a very nice squared off even number across. So then when we get to the end, we are skipping this single crochet. We've chained one and skipping, and we're actually going to place the last single crochet here in this turning chain right there. Okay, so it's kind of odd in that we are not using this final stitch and we are placing a stitch in the turning chain itself, which is, like I said, very unusual. So then we will chain one and turn. Okay, so as we chain one and turn, then we will skip this first single crochet here. And if you need to separate it out with your fingers like I am to see it better, you can. So I'm skipping this first single crochet because this chain one, and I'm going to make that chain one just a little bit looser, I think, because pulling out now my single crochet. I want that chain one to be a little bit loose because I know I will be working into it at the end of the next row. Make it a little easier on myself and you too. Okay, so in the gap, chain, single crochet, chain one, skip one single crochet, in the gap, single crochet. Now this stitch has been called the seed stitch because you're planting the seed, the single crochet, in the hole that you dug, theoretically, figuratively, with that chain one space. It's also called the moss stitch by some people. So that's one of my pet peeves about crochet, by the way, is that there's no like standardization on the names of stitches. So it's critically important that you read your special stitches guide at the beginning of a pattern. So we're skipping that single crochet, and in the chain one turning chain, we are placing a single crochet. And you can either grab both loops of that or just one. It's up to you, just be consistent. But this is the seed stitch or moss stitch. You can see the chain one holes and the single crochets are stacked like bricks. Okay, now if we were to go back and work on this, I don't want to cut the yarn, so I'm going to make this really big and just start over. If we were to give myself a new loop and start chaining, and we're going to chain an even number of chains. So they're attached. I'm just not wanting to cut the yarn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Remember, we're doing an even number of chains. Then not the first chain, but the second chain from the hook. The second back ridge, back bar, back loop. Here's the first one hiding there. Here's the second one. We're placing a single crochet. Single crochet, chain 1, skip 1 chain or 1 back bar, back loop, back bump, skipping 1 V, and it goes, the next stitch will go in here. Okay, so single crochet in here, chain 1, skip 1, single crochet in the next one. I hope you're having a valuable and relaxing use of your time. 1, 2. I am currently in the middle of my day of bliss. So this is a day where I get to make videos all day long. And if you missed that discussion, so at the end here, we have 2 stitches left. We're going to skip 1 and put the single crochet in the last one. Okay, and that's how the foundation row starts. So if you missed that discussion, chain 1 and turn. That discussion was had, I'm skipping this first one, single crochet in the gap, was had on my 5-minute crochet podcast that I do most weekday mornings at about 5 to 10 minutes before 8 a.m. Eastern. So anywhere between 7:45 Eastern and 7:55 Eastern before I start my work day at 8. I do a little 5-minute crochet podcast, and you're welcome to join us. Okay, so at the end, when we get to that last single crochet, we're actually skipping those last 2 loops here, and instead we're placing a single crochet in the turning chain 1 loosely and turn, skipping the first single crochet, and skipping the first single crochet, and in the gap here is where we will start. Okay, and then you know what to do from there. So I will see you on the next video. I hope that you keep going with this luxurious scarf. I think I might even put fringe here at the bottom when I'm done, and it'll be a great winter project, and it probably will be done tonight. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.
So if you liked this video, here's another one that's similar that you might also enjoy. And here is the video, the last video that was uploaded in case you missed it. Everyone, please like and subscribe.